welcome back to today's video. So, I have some big news today. It's actually been, I think, officially a month tomorrow that I've had the sheep, and I haven't been able to show y'all because I've been super busy, and it's just been really crazy recently because I've been super tired and super busy. So the first thing that I would like to announce is we are almost to 10 subscribers. It's not a big accomplishment, but it is for me just because I haven't had any before. This is my first YouTube channel. So thank you all for 9 subscribers. You do not know how happy this has made me in the past. Looking at it just recently today, I saw that we were up to 9, and I was really surprised that many people have subscribed to my channel. But anyway, without further ado, meet the sheepers. So that's Herdy and that's Hugo. She is a lot younger than Herdy, and the flies are getting their feet, so like if you see them jumping around, it's okay. They're not like, they don't have anything wrong with them. Hugo is a Hampshire cross and Herdy is a Dorset cross. So this is them. I'm so excited for y'all to meet them. So I'm actually going to come in here and see them. Hi. Spunky. Hi. Get some of the hay off your butt. Y'all, I'm so happy for you to meet them. They're so cute. She loves her chin being scratched. Just trying to clean off their bodies a little bit. They have a lot of hay covering them. So another big thing that I'm gonna have to update y'all on right now is the pin. The pin is something that y'all have not seen before. So here it is. I'm gonna try to back up as far as possible. It's a really big pin, okay? So that's like as much as I can get in one shot. So that's it. So basically what happened was I put him in there first because I trusted him more than I trusted her, because she was, like, I had never worked with her before, and she was not, like, I couldn't trust her as much. So I put him in there, and then he got his front, like, from here, the front half, right there, like, came out of the pin that we had before. So I definitely had to make sure that it was stable enough. So I just kept them inside until my teacher so gratefully lended me these supplies. So she let me borrow all of these things, except for these were my own bungee cords, and this is my own wire. But I did have to go back through and rewire right here because they had popped off some of the metal clips, which I will show you over here. They popped off the metal clips that look like this. They are T-post clips, and so they popped those off and got out while I was gone. So I had to make sure that I fixed that as soon as possible, and I got everything taken care of. And so now I'm just gonna walk y'all through the perimeter of the gates and the fencing. So we'll start over here. Yes, their halters are on the ground because that's just where I put them when I get home, or when in the morning when I take them off. So the gate opens inwards, as you can see. It goes in. Okay, so this is our first T-post, and this is a 16-foot cattle panel. This is, I think, 4 feet, so there's a big difference. So this is a 16-foot cattle panel. It comes up to about mid-bicep on a person who's like 5'8.5". So if you can like imagine, if there's somebody in your family that's like 5'8.5", just imagine it coming up to like mid-bicep. That's what it is. This is the second T-post. Second T-post connects the two 16-foot cow panels together, connects them together, and then we have the second cattle panel here. Here we have the third T-post, and this is what connects the gates to the rest of the fencing. And that's about it. So now I'm going to leave them out here. I'm just going to make sure that I secure the gate so that way they don't get any ideas. We'll just do it like that. Simple and easy. And now I'm going to show y'all the new inside because it's been updated quite a bit. So I'll show y'all. And I guess now I can show you, we have this lock on our shed door because we just don't want anybody going in, whatnot. So here we go. Okay, so I guess I can leave the door open. I'm so used to shutting it. So while they think they're getting fed, we'll give them a little swatch of hay real quick to keep them occupied while I show you all the inside so they don't have a fit the whole time. Come. There you go. That was about the size of my hand. It's not that big, just because they're gonna get a whole bat tonight. So the first thing that is different is I have a new system here. So I'm keeping our old waterer up against the hay so it's not getting everywhere like the straw did. And then the straw is up against here, and I'm having a pallet separate the two. This is actually just to keep it from spouting out on the side right there. The second thing that is new is this. So they have actually managed to get out twice here in the shed, and they actually got that open and ate all of my feed. So I had to put this up, and then the gate just closes like normal, and we're actually using the other bungee from outside to bungee this at night because they get out. The third thing that has changed is all of our chickens now have, here, let's see who I can stop. So all of our chickens now have bands, and we've yet to name them, but we are soon. So they are actually not laying right now, and I have some sad news. Besides they're not laying, but her sister, that's our Australorp, her sister passed away a couple days ago. We don't know why. I'm pretty sure she had Marek's disease. It's happened to one of our chickens before, so it doesn't really surprise me that she passed away from Marek's disease, if that's even what it was. So if it was Marek's disease, then it's uncurable. So it wasn't anything that I could help personally. So the next thing that we're gonna do is I'd really like to feed the sheep outside. You guys get to see my feeding routine. So I am feeding this different type of feed right now because my main feed is out of stock. They are now getting 4 pounds a day. I'm very happy to announce. So I'm trying to get the other bucket out. So now I have to fill up Hugo's bucket. It doesn't really matter whose is whose because they eat out of each other's all the time, so it doesn't matter. But all right, let's do this. They are very upset because they know I have feed. Okay, sorry, my brother and his friend came in, so I had to go, of course. So Now, for the fun part, we're going to rake out this whole area and then lay fresh straw down. So y'all get to be a part of that. I'm so excited. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I have to do, definitely, is get the wheelbarrow. It's here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, first of all, get my supplies into the area, which is my gardening hoe that I'm using to scoop out everything and put it into a pile. And then my shovel, my snow shovel. So here we are. That was loud. I'm sorry. So the second thing we're gonna have to do is squeeze ourselves through the little gap between the wheelbarrow and the gate and hope that we don't rip our pants open. But we did it! Okay, third step, cleaning up all of this mess. Okay, so as you saw, it was a workout, but I got it all done. And they're having a fit because they want me out there with them. So now I have to take this and empty it out. Okay, it's empty. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and like take a big handful of this. Bring it over here. And spread it. This is just straw that has coming off of the old straw bale that I'm not wasting. So I'm just gonna reuse it here because I don't want to waste anything, especially since I have to pay for all of it if I do. So it's better to just make sure that you're using everything. But actually, if you can believe it, this hay bale was sopping wet when I left, and it's back to normal now. So, if you just give it some time to air dry, everything should be fine. So now, if you can see all this hay, this is the same hay that was on the ground that I just reused because I didn't finish it, all of it. So this is a new bale, but I just got it while I can. That way I don't have to later on. So there's actually like a quarter of a bale under there. So I'm probably gonna use about this much anyway. So I'm just gonna carefully and calmly bring it over here and not break out into hives. Put some over here, and put some right there. Okay, so now we get to spread everything out. And I use a decent amount of hay because since I don't use shavings, I want to make sure that I'm giving them enough and not having to worry about them getting too cold or anything like that. So I am pretty careful with how much bedding I give with my animals, but I feel like the more I put in there, the longer I can let it stay, which isn't necessarily true, but this is what it looks like when it's done. And then we'll just go ahead and pull this, throw it in there, and we'll get the rest because there's more. We'll just pull this, put it right there, and they'll eat all this by tomorrow, but we're gonna put that right there. Okay, so I think that's good. And then what I'll do is I'll get their water, and then I will fill it all up and put it inside for them, so that way they can have water inside. So just take this in there, and then I'll go and turn on the water. So this is what I do every morning and night. I don't rake the stalls every morning and night, but I do it at least twice a week, because I do the stall about twice a week, and then I do the round pen about once a week, because especially if it rains, I don't want them eating or laying on moldy hay and straw. So water just a little bit, and now we'll walk back. I'm coming. Hi. Are y'all hot? So then we just follow the hose back to its origin. I washed off my boots this morning, but we'll give them another good spray because they're pretty disgusting, but that's okay. Spray them to shed a little. Get some of the inside a little wet, but that's okay. So then we'll just let it fill up, and then we'll go take this, leave it right there, and go turn the water off. This also gives the grass a huge washing because it gets pretty dry, especially with the weather being 62 right now. 72. Especially with the weather being 72 degrees, it gets warm. So don't get nearly as much rain, but it's okay to leave the water running for a second. Are you ready to go back inside and get out of the heat? It feels good in the shed because it's nice and warm. Let's go to your stable. So now we have the fun task of putting the sheep away. So this is where I'm going to end today's video. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.